pro-Kannada activist joining us on the show now. Srijana, why don't you tell us what is this anti-Hindi row as far as Karnataka is concerned? Why such an anti-national sentiment?
Okay, I'll clear two things now. One, this is not against anti-Hindi. This is only against anti-Hindi imposition. I don't understand why you label it as anti-national sentiment. Do you mean are you equating India with Hindi? No, we are much more than that.
So similarly, the way you are equating Karnataka with Kannada. I mean, that's the same analogy that follows. If you equate Hindi with India, then Karnataka, you are equating it with Kannada.
No one is doing that. Kannada has a multicultural, state. We have Tulu, we have Konkani, we have Kodava, we have also Kannada. All are integral part of Karnataka. No one is equating Kannada with Karnataka here. So let's get to the actual point here. Now, why no one is talking about, the actual the articles 343 to 351, which pushes Hindi through the back doors for all the projects. So we have to look at that. See, one point I'll make it clear. See, anything that is forced on the people will be, people will be against it. They will back out. So that is exactly what is being happening now. So that is what I see. See, if you push something over people, they'll not accept it. Why do we need the same thing I've been answering over the last 2 or 3 debates? Why do we need Hindi here?
But who is imposing Hindi? Srijana, who's imposing Hindi? No one's imposing Hindi. In fact, you are imposing the regional language there.
So regional, yes.
And what is the justification for vandalizing these signages?
North India.
And what is the justification for vandalizing signages?
In that logic, why only in the signages? We have more Tamil or Telugu speakers, right? We can have any of those languages in Bengaluru, which would actually help people. See, if you consider any other metro stations across the world, you see only 2 language policies being followed there. Even in Delhi Metro, right? It's only in Hindi and English. There are approximately 25 million South Indians live in Delhi. Don't you think they are being inconvenienced just because there is only Hindi and English? And also, see, this is not the point of just opposing Hindi. This Hindi imposition is legally backed. It is there in the Constitution, right from the articles 343 to 351. 343, which gives a special official status to Hindi and English.
My point is simple. Why is there a row as far as the language is concerned? You want to do something for the state, do something far more productive than getting stuck with language and vandalizing public property on the back of which language.
See, I'll come to that. Let us look at the much more important issue here. See, there was even in banks we don't get information in our languages. See, another example is the national highways, the milestones which were in Hindi, English and Kannada, which was gradually reduced to Hindi only now. No one is taking that point.
I'm taking a look at the signage.
How many Kannadigas are being
just one second, sir. These visuals are right here on the screen, and we are zooming in right there. You can see Kannada, you can see English, and then you see a Hindi which has been blanked out.
Yes,
How is anybody being unfair? You've got your regional language, you've got English, and you have Hindi. So obviously it is an anti-Hindi row.
It is not anti-Hindi, it is anti-Hindi imposition. It is, see, the government of India can promote Hindi in the state.
If there was no signage in Kannada,
no problem for
then your point is true. But the signage is in all 3 languages, and y'all have gone and vandalized and really put black ink
give me one reason why we should have Hindi in Nama Metro.
No, you give me one reason why you should not have it.
Because Hindi is not a majorly spoken language in Bengaluru.
But how does that matter? You've got your regional language there, which you're most comfortable with. You've got English there. You've got Hindi there.
Okay, if you really want to help people, as I mentioned earlier, we could have Telugu or Tamil. Why is this? See, this is
because
not
the regional language of Karnataka is right there. We're not talking about Telugu, Tamil, Maharashtrian, Gujarati, nothing. We're talking about Karnataka here. Your regional language is there on the signages. English is on the signages. Hindi is on the signages. Why go anti-Hindi now?
Yes, I'll come to that. See, BMRCL is a state urban transport system, just like BMTC, what we have, the state government run project. In BMTC, neither in BMTC you see Hindi signages or Hindi boards there, nor you see in KSRTC, which is again an urban transport system. Why do we need Hindi here when we don't need in BMTC? Because
if
it
you
is an
don't
urban
need
transport
it,
system.
if you don't need it, don't look at it. Why are you all vandalizing public property?
No. See, I'll come to that later. Why do we need it in the first place? Don't you think?
No. You answer this question first, sir. Srijana, you answer this question first. You said you do not need Hindi. Great, but you've got the languages that you need over there. You've got English, you've got Kannada. So you don't look at the Hindi signboard. Why are you vandalizing public property? Why are these pro-Kannada activists going and vandalizing public property like this?
See, there was a strong, that is what, when you forcefully impose something, there would be backlashes.
There is no forceful imposition of anything. There is no forceful imposition of anything. There would be a forceful imposition if the regional language signages were missing. The regional language signages are not missing in Karnataka, and you will agree with me on this.
That is where I'm coming at. See, this is not restricted to just BMRCL or any other national highways. This is across all union government run projects. Why is this push for Hindi everywhere? So that is where I'm coming at. See, if you really want to help people, see, why it has to be Hindi? Please answer me that. Why it has to be Hindi?
You answer
there are
me.
like majority speakers in Bengaluru.
We're getting stuck in the same rhetoric, Srijana, we're getting stuck in the same rhetoric. You're asking why impose Hindi, but there is no imposition. Your regional language is there. English is there.
No. It is. It is not in the first place.
When your regional language and English language is missing, you will call it an imposition. You will call it an imposition when only a Hindi signage is there. That is imposition. This is not imposition.
This is true. That is what I'm coming at. See, there was in national highways, we used to see three languages. One is Kannada. I'm coming at only national highways. It is led by NHAI, National Highway Authority of India, where the boards were in all three languages, which were in Kannada first, then English, then Hindi. Then it was reduced to two languages, that is Kannada and Hindi. And now, if you see, even in the milestones, you see only Hindi. This is not across far state, the bordering state, bordering districts or bordering towns. This is right after 35 kilometers from Bengaluru. You see only Hindi milestone. Now give me a good reason why we need Hindi just inside Karnataka, where the majority Kannada speakers are Kannada, and who is being convenienced by having Hindi milestone.
Are you trying to say that only the locals are traveling in Karnataka national highways? What about the people from the rest of the country who do not understand the regional language? This is for the purpose of administration and seamless administration.
That is what. There is only Hindi. So are you equating that? Are you saying that people coming out from outside Karnataka know only Hindi? Are you saying that?
Well, you give me a language that they know then. You give me one seamless language that runs in this country that everybody understands. You give me one language, which is a language which is seamless across the nation that majority of the people understand.
See, we are not in a majoritarian, system here. I'll tell you, that doesn't apply to projects like this. See, we have state language plus English, which holds good across India. It's state language plus English. Anywhere we go, anywhere you go, or anywhere I go, I don't expect to see Kannada milestones there or signboards in Kannada there.
Srijana, I think you're under the impression that only the regional people of Karnataka are traveling on the Karnataka national highways, and that is really not true. But